Welcome to the floating electric fireplace build. This is going to be a really simple project, as complex and as nice as it looks. Just had to pat myself on the back a little bit here, but this is actually a really cool project. It was fun to do, and I'm excited about it, so I'm here to share it with you guys. It consists of the 1x2 slats that you see behind me, and of course the actual floating fireplace frame there itself, and then how to fasten it to your wall. The product that I use, which is, I don't know the brand of this fireplace, but I'll have a link down in the description below. I built this like 3 months ago, and this place has been rented out on Airbnb now ever since, so it's been a little bit, but I'm gonna take you through the tour and show you how to build this exact product. For the actual entertainment center fireplace, you'll just need 1x8s here, and I got 2 of them, 8 feet long, and then you'll need 2 or 3 of these 1x2s, again 8 feet long, and I'll have all this listed down in the description below. And I have a lot more slats here, and these are for my wall slats that you'll see on top of this floating fireplace. Again, all of the measurements and materials needed for this will be listed down in the description below. There are things like stain, I have a few L brackets, and then the actual fireplace itself will be listed down there, so check that out if you want some more information on that. I'm also using premium pine here rather than the knotty pine, which is about twice as much as the knotty pine, but I think it looks a lot nicer. This is going to be a really nice piece. I'm going to cut and use this end because these stupid stickers that they put on these Lowe's boards are ridiculous to get off. This will still be used for my sideways slats, but I can at least hide that inside the fireplace because it takes a lot of sanding and then it blemishes weird with stain. Anyway, quick little tip there. And I'm also gonna cut 58 inches. So it's gonna be 58 inches long in my case, and my fireplace is 30 inches. And you'll see all this, of course, towards the end there. And that'll leave me with a couple extra feet here for my inner slats. Since I got a frameless fireplace insert, I'm going to cut my inner pieces to make the height of my cubby 14 inches inside. So the side panels are going to be 14 inches tall. I'm going to use this cut as a template for my next cuts, so that way they're all just perfect. All right, time to sand these up. Good enough. I got these like 2-inch nails here. This is the greatest tool you'll ever use.
After you're done working, can you pick up some pine cones with me?
Yeah, buddy, I can do that. Now I'm doing my inner cubby here for the fireplace. So I measured my center line here, which my whole thing is 58 inches, so that's 29 inches for a center line. So my fireplace is actually 31 inches wide, so I'm making a 32-inch cubby, again, for wiggle room. So half of 32 is 16 to this line that I drew, and then from my center line, 16 inches this way to get this line. And then I did the same thing down here. So that's where these are gonna go. Butt it up with those lines, and that'll make my inner cubby here. I must have a clog. I need to make sure my box is square here. It doesn't look like it is. So I've never actually done this trick before, but I do have a square here, and I just clamped it onto this wall and to straighten things up. I'm ready to nail this thing on. Make sure everything is flush here, and you're good to go. You can see all my brackets are tied in. So this whole thing is one solid box right now. This bottom shelf is not gonna go anywhere. This is what I'm fastening probably to my wall. So this will all be heavily supported. And then my fireplace attaches to these panels on the sides. I didn't want this to just slip off the brad nails that are holding it on. So now with this, it's all tied in together. So it's the dead of winter, it's like January. It's been 0 to 18 degrees here in North Carolina. The birds are all gone for the most part. And yet somehow I take a couple of days off and one manages to find itself in my garage and drops a deuce here. This guy's working today. I've marked my studs here with painter's tape and I know my height. So I just need I'm making a French cleat system. Sorry, I skipped this step. It's been raining, so I did a few outside things, and long story short, essentially you mount this to the wall and then there's another one that slides on top of it. But what I did was I ripped a 2x6 at a 45-degree angle. So you push this through the table saw and cut this at a 45-degree angle. And yeah, so I'm gonna mount this side onto the wall and then mount that onto here. So look up a French cleat system if you haven't heard of it. Just gonna tack it in for now, but I will screw it in. Just easier. Okay, it's level. Now I tacked in that side. And I'm going to pre-drill some holes here to where my studs are. And then I'm using 3-inch deck screws. They're any type of like construction screw. Don't use drywall screws. Use a construction screw, 2.5 to 3 inches long. sucker isn't going anywhere. So now what I need to do is fasten the other half of this French cleat to my shelf, and it basically just sits on there, slides in here, locks it in place. I can scoot it left or right a little bit to level it with the wall. But yeah, that's it. Whoop. Thanks for following along in this entire build. I really appreciate you watching this video. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. Really, if you made it this far in the video, you did enjoy it or you were learning a lot. So hit that like button anyways. Subscribe because I have a ton of other videos coming out. I have this coffee table, a really cool unique headboard over there made out of the same type of 1x2s like this behind me. It came out really good and I've never seen anything like it online. It's a unique, one-of-a-kind build. So go ahead and subscribe and I will catch you all on the next video. Peace.